There we go. Alright. Should be back now. Seems we're back anyway. Yep. Cool. I don't know why I just did that. Are baby skeletons classified as a different mob than skeletons? They might be. I don't know. That one's not my problem. Whoa. We're going far right, apparently. Okie doke. Okay. So... let's see what's going on with gravel. It's doing pretty good. Okay. Is anybody here? It's not telling me that there is. That's a shame. Everybody's missing out. Okay, oops. And boop. Cool. And okay, we've got that one. So, what do I need for a routing track anyway? With a ticket. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Okay. Alright, well my spike mall is not working properly, so I'm gonna try reconnecting to the server. I'm gonna throw up a technical difficulties screen and I'll be right back. I'm apparently gonna have to have a word with Dark about his aversion obelisks and babies skeletons because he doesn't have that one covered apparently. First of all, why is this blasted track layer not pulling from that chest like it should be? Secondly, what is going on with this gravel just collapsing? I know that I had that worked. So annoying. Okay, do. Okay, with any luck, everything from here to spawn will be tracked, or will be underlaid properly. So. Cool. And hopefully this doesn't dump parathium everywhere. Cool. Actually, it can't. There's concrete there. I knew that. Ah. Scrap iron is so slow. Yeah, 30% of the speed iron track, jeez. You stupid thing. I know I set you up properly. I know I did. Whatever. Who said I do? Awesome. Okay. Oh dear. I seem to develop hiccups. The train will stop eventually. I'll catch up with it then. Actually, looks like the train stopped right up there. That works. Alright, let's go back and get the chest cart and get everything hooked up again. I want to eventually put in a nice fancy trestle from, made of immersive engineering steel in there, but that could be a while still. Also mildly disappointed that the structural arm piece is no longer part of immersive engineering, because that used to look cool. Of course there are. On the bright side, the person who set this up has triple jump boots. For those who missed on the... For those who might be confused, that person is me. I need that gravel, though. I don't know why that hit didn't register. Whatever. I actually would like that iron. Alright. So... I need to use the restroom, so I will be right back. I'm just gonna leave you guys to ride on the train for a bit, because yeah. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. What? Okay, hang on. Any other time I've been in front of it, I've been fine, but okay. Alright, the heck is going on? Yeah, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So, what happened? the bloody heck's going on here? I do not understand. Okay. Oh, look, my helmet broke. Does anybody else have the foggiest idea of what's going on with this train? Because I certainly don't. Nope. It was worth a shot. Are these things supposed to have wheels? Because they don't have wheels. They have fenders, but they don't have wheels. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I will poke a chat in a second. Okay. Yep. Oh, my crowbar broke. So, the goal, Blizzard Cat, is to connect the train line from my base to spawn, and eventually I'm going to connect everybody on the server together. But that's going to be a significantly more difficult undertaking. Please tell me I'm not out of track. Good. Boop. Boop. Yep. Yep. Alright. So, let me just poke at a thing here real quick. Okay, cool. So, yeah. But that's what the goal with the trains is. Let me actually get back to where I can see live chat. Yes it is, Robert. This is the official iLabs server. It's owned by Tousty. I should probably actually put a link to his channel in the description, or I'll link him in chat right now while I'm thinking about it. The server is whitelisted, but from what I understand, they are still taking whitelist applications. So if that's something that you would want to do, that is an option. Yeah. I misspelled that somewhere. But no. Okay. And can I? Okay. Let's see. Let's. Okay. So I've put the link to Tausty's channel in the description. If you check out his Infinity Labs or iLabs TNG videos, he has a link to the Discord, which is where they do server whitelist stuff. So yeah. As of right now, the version of Railcraft I'm playing with, and this is just the general things to be aware of, does not. It's the Railcraft as it stands right now is not necessarily feature complete. It obviously works fairly well, because we've got the trains and everything, but the signaling aspect of Railcraft is not fully implemented yet. I think it's within the next milestone. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the early builds of that because I'm broke and Patreon is expensive. But believe me, if I could afford it, I would. The irony. Well, the places to run out of track, it'd be right there. Boop. And boop. And cool. So that's that leg of it done. And assuming it turned... I forgot I needed to put a switch lever there. I forget where I left those. Oh. Well, that's apparently going to go backwards now. Okay, I'm going to hop over to my base and see if I can find another switch lever. I should have one somewhere. Actually, I could just turn that into a regular track instead of a switch. That'd be the easier method of handling that, wouldn't it? So, yeah. That would be the easiest way of handling this. Be to do that. And, oh shoot, I can't turn it. I'm out of crowbar. Right. Okay. Fixable. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. There we go. I'm going to try and stay a little bit more up to date with what's actually going on in chat right now. So that should go up, and with any luck it will turn around. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. You see, this is the kind of content everybody's here for. Watching me screw up and then have to fix it. Oh dear. Okay. Forward train. So that can go back. Don't stand in front of the train this time. That's a good way to have a bad time. Okay. Boop. Cool. And this part of the ride should just be, a general relaxing train ride. Okay. Let me rephrase it, Lizard Cat. Nobody can prove it after I edit it out of the stream archive. And that's obviously a joke, because I'm way too lazy to actually edit it out of the stream archive. Is this... Let's see. I need to see what I'm going to click on. Yep. Train is running at full speed. Okay. Well, shoot. Oh well. I love Railcraft so much. Oh dear. That's a problem. Please no. Please no. I have not gotten my, I haven't gotten the mob repellent all the way out here yet. So the question is, I am outrunning the train. Okay. Whew. Again, let's be honest, you guys are just here for the panic. I actually don't... Okay, that's where the stream is compared to me. Oh dear, I totally forgot those were there. It's mostly fine. Actually, the... Okay. So let's... idle you... Let's back you up a little bit. Okay. I forgot I'd smashed that earlier when I was working on figuring out what the bloody heck just happened. Okay, there we go. So if we do this slowly, we should... Keyword should be able to nudge those carts around that corner. I think. Maybe? Maybe not. Crud. Okay. Can I do it like this? Is that enough speed? No? Okay. Well, in that case... Plan B. And by plan B, I mean plan fly back to the base and get a crowbar. So many creepers. Really need to go through and finish... Well, one, I need to finish running the powered lanterns out there, but I also need to actually finish doubling up the powered lanterns through here. Because the powered lanterns, which are those things from immersive engineering, will stop hostile mob spawns with a 32 block radius. Which, when I put it down, it's like, okay, cool, there'll be a 32... there'll be a 65 wide path down the railway that there's no mobs. But that's not how that works. So there's... where I've got them spaced, there's points where the mobs can spawn. Let's see, I think I can get that from down here. Those textures are looking a little funky. Not sure how much I'm lagging right now. Crowbar, steel crowbar, go. Sweet. Okay. And what is it you cannot confirm or deny, Blizzard Cat? I missed when that popped up. Please? Awesome. I can't link them like that. Cool. There we go. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. What now? Alright. Back up. What is going... You told me you linked! Right? It said it linked. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That's a little better. Except I forgot to actually train up. Ooh, can't see past my head. There we go. Train! I should probably throw in a couple whistle tracks here and there later on, but oh well. So what brings you by the stream, Robert? If you're still here. If you're not still here, that's fine too, but if you are, I'm just curious. I'm not exactly the biggest channel in the world. So I'm always curious when I see new people. My mic's on, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. I don't have that kind of authority. Like I said, it's not my server. But the the link to Tausty's channel is in chat and in the stream description. And like I said, if you look at his iLabs TNG, all capital, videos, he has the Discord link there. And yeah. So if you're interested in joining the server, that I can point you towards that. I don't know how big the whitelist is right now, and like I said, I think we're still taking applications. So, I'd say if you're interested in joining, feel free to put an application in. I'm trying to think of, because I'm not necessarily the best instructor. Oh dear, I did not reset the shoot. The other interesting thing is the fact that it apparently didn't need refueled. Idle. Okay. Cool. So let's. I don't understand. Oh well. Okay, so we can disconnect that. And yeah. And we'll just park this over in the station for right now. Hopefully this will actually work properly. Can we get those off my screen? Okay. Okay. So, oh man, that's try. I said you may need to get it through the Curse client. I think that or I'm sorry, it'd be the Twitch client now because they got bought out. But yeah, if you download the Twitch client, you should be able to get that working if that's what's going on with the the mod pack. That's the best recommendation I have for you there. I guess Happy Christmas to you too, Joshua. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, and I'm just not going to question it. And we're going to top that up. It should. Yeah, there we go. Kick you into idle now. Because we can park the train for a bit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and warn you, Robert, that you're basically going to need at least 6 gigs of RAM to get this to run. It's a very heavy pack. And from what I understand, the way that Forge works in 1.10 changed from 1.7 and 1.8, and it preloads a lot more stuff. Actually, I think just the way that Minecraft in general changed. So it preloads a lot more stuff now, which is where you need all that RAM for. But once it's actually loaded, it does run a lot smoother. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, the pack dev Toasty heavily recommends Optifine for the pack. That's one of the reasons that I'm not constantly stuttering right now. So yeah, pay no attention to the coal factory over in the corner. We're not acknowledging the dome of chickens. It works, don't question it. And actually, if somebody... Okay. You have a much nicer computer than I do, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm admittedly barely limping along with this pack. I've only got a Core i3 and 8 gigs of RAM total in my system. So it gets a little finicky if I get disconnected for some reason. Which I shouldn't have mentioned because now the server's going to disconnect me. But, yep. I'm going to try and get more content streamed and done recently. So, and, Tausty's pretty good for, mod explanations, and, Taco Mage, he's also with the Infinity Labs group. I guess I'm with Infinity Labs. I don't entirely know how that works. I'm on the server, but I'm not officially iLabs branded, and it wasn't mentioned hey, you should, so, I don't know. I'm not gonna question it, but Toasty and Taco are cool guys. They make good content. I learned a lot about Mechanism from Taco actually, so I would, yeah, I'd look into them. I'd look into their channels if you're looking to learn about mods. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get more content up soon-ish. I guess I can kind of describe what I got going on out here. So, obviously you've seen the train and the track. These are routing switches from Railcraft. What they do is they work with the tickets, the ticket system in Railcraft. I've got one right here. It's a Golden Railway ticket. And the destination is A-Line/Southbound Industries, which is technically here. The destinations aren't a physical location. But what you do is you take and you make a routing table that corresponds to those tickets. So, this stretch of track here is the A line, particularly going in that direction. And going that way towards spawn. So, what these switches do is, and this one's cool because there's also a property in here that needs refueled. So if the train needs fuel or water, it will also kick it over here. So basically what I've got going on is, and when I get more switches made, is up there where we branched off, is gonna have a switch that says, okay, if you want to go to the A line, go this way. And that'll send it down here. And then when it gets down here, if the train wants to be here or needs refueled, this switch kicks it over to the right. And if it just needs fuel, it'll kick it through here, and eventually when signals block signals are implemented into the game, I'll set it up to where it'll, if this siding's full and this one's not, it'll kick a train over here before it idles the train. But, and this one currently looks to see if, which, yeah, that is locked. Looks to see if it wants to go here, and if it does, then it kicks it over here. And, what I've got going on here is, this is an immersive engineering tank. It's a multi-block structure that holds a lot of liquid. I don't remember exactly how much. I don't have my hammer on me, so I can't check. But, and it will automatically output when given a redstone signal, like from this lever. And I've got it outputting water through the fluid pipes into the fluid loaders. And it's getting its water from the two Nuclear-Craft Infinite water sources up here. They produce a constant 20 millibucket a tick at low... I'm missing a wire. At very little RF. I don't exactly know how much, but... And what they don't do is they don't auto-export, unfortunately. Alright, good night, Blizzard Cat. Have a good night. So I've got the Mechanism Advanced Mechanical Pipe set to pull water out of those and push it into here. And the fluid loaders down here are set to fill anything, and I've got them set complete. So what they do is when something rolls under it that it needs to hold, or that it needs to fill, that's not the best way to explain this. So when it sees a cart with fluid capacity, it kicks into, it turns its redstone... I don't know, apparently that redstone signal's not off. That's weird. Ah, okay, I see what it's doing, yeah. So, when... The reason we're not seeing it right now is this chest cart isn't square underneath the fluid loader. But what the fluid loader does is it looks for carts that have fluid capacity, like the locomotive, which holds water, and the tank cart, which also holds water. And when it finds one of those, it turns its redstone... If it's not full, it turns its redstone signal off. Which then... The locking track down here, set to holding mode, I think, will grab that cart and hold it still until it gets a redstone signal. And when the fluid loader is done filling that cart with liquid, it outputs a redstone signal to the signal controller here, which its signal then turns green, and there's a signal receiver right there under that track, if you can see it, which, when it gets a green signal from the controller, emits a redstone signal releasing the cart. If you're looking to learn specifically more about Railcraft, I'd recommend Forrester's channel. Not Forrester, Forecaster, my bad. Forecaster does a lot of Railcraft stuff, and he's pretty good. And that's actually where I learned a lot of my Railcraft stuff from. And these over here are a similar setup. They're item loaders. They're providing them with fuel. And actually, if I kick this back on for a minute. Yeah. Well. Apparently it decided it didn't need fuel. Okay. Whatever. If it had needed fuel, it would have stopped and it would have filled it up. Much in the same way that the fluid loader did earlier. This is the item Silo from Immersive Engineering. It does the same thing as that one. Just, it holds items. I think that holds 512 buckets of fluid. And this thing holds the equivalent of 27 chests, I think. It's a huge amount of items. So, yeah. And then, back over here, I've got chickens from the chickens mod. These guys are specifically coal chickens, and they're full 10-10-10 aspects, which I don't really know exactly how to explain. It comes from the old IC2 crop system, I know that much. Basically, they lay coal instead of eggs. And the Ender IO vacuum chest is picking up the coal, and it's set to only pick up coal. And these item conduits here are sucking it out, shoving it into the blast furnace, or the coke ovens over here, which are refining it into coal coke, which is what I'm shoving into locomotives because it has like twice the burn time, I think. And are making creosote oil as a byproduct. And the creosote oil is used in a few different things. One of them is Immersive Engineering's treated wood, which was used to make the water wheels you see over there, which generate RF at... Actually, I don't know that rate. I should know that rate, but I don't. And it's also used in the production of track, like we see here. And yeah. No, you're good, Robert. Why are you... Freaking undercutter. I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen. I actually did want to check that, but I knew it was coming. Hey. Gotta find my signal tuner again. Shoot. Okay. So, where did I put the signal tuner anyway? It's beautiful. Did I have that tuned right? I bet I don't have that set to the right. Mode. Well, that's fine. Okay, where is my signal tuner anyway? There we go. I knew I had a switch actuator somewhere. Yeah, that's a cactus. And that's how you pair those. So, that's what I wanted to do. There we go. Let's see. So what I'll do is I'll head back in this direction a ways. And, set that switch up. Is anybody still here, actually? Okay, it looks like it's just me. So, I'll go ahead and set this switch lever up, and then I'm probably going to call the stream for now, since my audience seems to have left, which is fine. You know, it is 1:03 in the morning my time, so, you know, totally fair. Actually... Yep. Okay. Yep, so I think I'm gonna head back, and then we'll call the stream there. I had a pretty good time. Hopefully, everybody who came out did. I'll edit the stream archive down eventually. Because I know there's a few periods of time in there where the server freaked out or something. And, yep. So I'll eventually get that all edited together. Eventually. So, yep. Yep. So, yep. I am the guy running south. You guys have been awesome. Have a good one.